I apologize to those of you who are afraid of ghosts. But we're going to be starting with a ghost house today. And if you're afraid of ghosts, what have you been doing watching this game? Because this is the final ghost house in the game. We've been doing tons of ghost houses up to this point. Why have you said nothing? You have not been a very good... You have not really informed me of your phobias beforehand. You should have done that. What am I even talking about? Yeah, a few little gas bubbles, but they're not as bad as they were in the vanilla ghost house. We want a flower for this segment right here. It's going to come in handier than, say... Oh, hey, Boo, coming after me. It's going to come in handier than a feather would, because we just want to really get running and gunning here. Alright. And we want to go... We want to go here. We want to make it... I don't think we're going to make it quite all the way through this, actually. Well, we could make it into that door if we wanted, but we want to go to the one just before the end. That's going to be the regular exit. The secret exit, as you will find, substantially harder to gain access to. It's going to require one of those coin chains and a P-switch. Alright, we're back in here. This time when we run with the P... Okay, I didn't want to go back in there. Although it's nice that it just kind of takes us slightly backwards, I guess. But we want to hit it from about right here. Okay, and we want to run to the very end of that hallway we went to earlier. That's part one of getting to the secret exit. We need to run really fast. And we are rewarded with a 1-up if we make it all the way to the end there, which we just barely have time to do. Now we're on this side. We have to come all the way to the end of that hallway to get the P-switch. We don't want to hit it in here, though. The dragon coins in this particular ghost house are spectacularly unimportant. What we want to do is we want to get in here, and we don't have much time to do this either. We have to... There's a coin chain in this thing. We want to create a coin chain, get that going. And, then we want to hit the P-switch. Oh, wow. I just fucked this up royal. That was really stupid. It just went all the way to the wall, didn't it? Let's see if I can't recover from this little snafu. Do I? Well, okay. Okay, I'm going to run all the way to the end of the hallway here. Okay, why did I turn all the way around? Now I just want to get out of here. This is... Oh, this is turning out to be all kinds of stupid. This is why I hate having a feather in this room, by the way. Okay, why did I turn all the way around? Why am I just... Okay, yeah, and there's a star in there in case you're interested in that sort of thing, but we need to get cooking here, Mario. You need to not be stupid with the flying. Yeah, for segments where you have to do a lot of jumping, okay, that probably wasted our time good and proper. Am I going to get to the end of this hallway? Am I going to get to the end of it? Am I going to get to the end of it? Yes, I am, just barely. Does the P-switch regenerate? It does. And now I don't think we're going to be able to do this because this just turns into a regular coin at this point. Yep, I'm boned. I need to kill myself on purpose. Take one for the team, why don't you, Mario? You just jump right into that Boo's face, and we'll do this upright in a sec. So essentially you have to do this the first time. So this time we're going to do it upright and without, hopefully without the ghost interfering as badly as he did last time. Okay, we're going to go up, and we're going to make this go up. We're going to make it go up and right a few times. And we want to get it parallel with this little thing right here. We want to slide through. I guess it's easier if you're small then, so... Yeah, there we go. There's the secret exit. It takes us directly up to Larry's castle. Larry, who was the first Koopa Kid in Mario 3, but is the final Koopa Kid here. Now we're going to go over to one of my favorite levels, one of the few yellow dots in the Valley of Bowser. Valley of Bowser 3. I especially like how they set up these guys right here, bouncing, alternating between high and low. Can't get a 1-up off of them, unfortunately. We couldn't have gotten a 1-up off them even if I hadn't screwed up there. But, yeah, here we go. Timed lifts. I think this is the only point in the game where we see these things, and they choose to introduce them fairly late. They're, depending on their position, they go either for 1 second or for 4 seconds. We want to generally stay as high up as possible, though. Except for right here, I suppose. Dragon coin, way low, alright. And it is definitely helpful to have a feather here. There's lots of enemies flying around and getting in your way. How did I do that? Pretty sure I was dead right there, but... Oh well, some benevolent force has chosen to spare me. And I am not going to complain about that. I don't want the feather here. You can actually get a 1-up from the bouncing Koopa Troopas right here. Let's see. I may be able to do this. Yeah, it's not really worth going for, per se, but if you just feel like jumping around having a little bit of fun. Yeah, you can get a few one-ups out of that deal with those guys bouncing around, but I do recommend having a feather before you do something like that because, yeah, try bouncing on them without the advantage of floating. Okay, let's go ahead and get the dragon coin. Okay, we've already set this thing off. We've already touched it off, but now we have bonsai bills to deal with. That's just perfect. Okay. You can probably float over a good chunk of them, though. There's at least one that we actually need to bounce on in order to get a one-up, though. This is the route we take right here in order to get the one-up that's right smack at the end of the level. And the tape is coming up. Yeah, to meet us in a pretty good spot. That only leaves us with 94 bonus stars, so we'll definitely be seeing a bonus game sometime in our future. Probably coming up right at this level here, which is another one that we have to play all the way through to the end of in order to get the secret exit. And getting the secret exit here, unlike most secret exits, you have to have Yoshi to get this one. And it's really a bother because you do have to keep him all the way to the end of the level. And here is an introduction to yet another variation on Chargin' Chuck. The not puntin' Chuck, he's the football guy. That's digging Chuck with the hockey stick there. This is going to take us backwards, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Let's just go up and hello Yoshi. Now we're going to do a pretty slick trick here that helps us keep our Yoshi. We're going to spin jump through these turn blocks, but we're also going to land back on Yoshi in the middle of our spin jump, which allows Yoshi to break these blocks as he goes down through there. Normally Yoshi, you can't break spinning blocks while you're on Yoshi. Yikes, I'm having trouble concentrating and talking at the same time. Ah, crap. Well, we're going to do the regular exit anyway, so I don't even guess it really matters. Once you get the midway point, if you have Yoshi at that point, you've got to keep him if you hope to succeed with that whole secret exit thing. You're going to see when we get to the end of the level why we need to hang on to him, why it's so important. It's a matter of level design and not being able to get to the key without a certain feature of Yoshi's. But we're just going to go ahead and plow our way through to the end because we always do the regular exit first anyway, so I don't even really see why it matters that I lost Yoshi. At least this time anyway, it doesn't matter. I was able to go down here, right? I'm able to, yeah, well, I should probably just bounce from the top and float all the way over. See, here's the keyhole right here, and here is the key, trapped inside hard cement that we have no way of getting through ourselves. Therefore, we're going to have to use Yoshi's tongue to eat the key from across the wall, which he could do at this game. I don't think he can do it in Yoshi's Island 2, but as of Mario World, he could just go ahead and just slurp right through walls like it wasn't a thing. And, 40. Wow, that's way more than we need. We're going to play a bonus game real quick and see how badly or how well I do at that. I don't know. I say I'm bad at the bonus game, but I don't know. My skill level at it tends to vary from day to day. Yeah, we could have almost had a perfect there if I was a little more on the game. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Almost didn't count the diagonal there. But we'll take Yoshi to the secret exit shortly. So yeah, we made it here with a Yoshi. Eat through the wall, boom. Dinner is served and promptly regurgitated. So the secret exit takes us to the 5th and final Star Road path. And we could also skip Larry's castle if we wanted, which, we never want to skip a level in here. We never want to do that. Never, ever, ever, ever want to skip levels. We especially want to do this castle because it marks the return of the not seen too long ago hardwired eating creating blockchain. This one is substantially longer and goes on a substantially weirder path in which we are going to have to avoid these ball and chains. That is their actual technical name, ball and chain. I wonder who they're married to. That poor guy. No, I'm just kidding. I love marriage. I love marriage. Really, seriously, I love marriage. It was easily the best thing that ever happened to me, was getting married. Here we have a little reprieve from our snaky block. We can just kind of walk up and along, and not much to avoid in this segment, really. And the dragon coins here are pretty easy to get. The first 3 are, anyway. It takes a little bit of sniffing out and hunting to find the other 2, but we will find them. As soon as this thing gets done on its little route. I really don't want to lose a power-up here, because it would take forever for the feather to float down to us, and we probably wouldn't even reach it, because our snaky block has other plans in mind. I could feel the heat there for sure. Let's go ahead and let's jump. It's making its way up now, and once we get through this corridor, I'm bored. I don't want to play this game anymore. I've decided that's it. I'm just going to end it all right here. I'm just going to let this thing take me down into the sweet, sweet pit of despair and death. And, oh, wait. There's a midway point and 2 dragon coins down here. I can get through this without getting the mushroom, right? Yes, I can. Ha, ha, ha. Eat it, mushroom. You are staying behind. You have no friends. Nobody likes you. And, yes, it's good to have a feather here. Good to keep 2 feathers around because, yes, a yucky, poo-poo Magikoopa segment. He was called Magikoopa in this game. They didn't make him a character, really. Yes, you die now. And I have a feather, so I don't need you to help me out with that part. He wasn't a character until Mario World 2 when he got a name upgrade to, like, K-Mech, I think. Oh, hey, ow, out of my face. Okay, it's pretty easy to kill you from right there, though. We're pretty much at the end here, and Larry's fight is going to be just like Iggy's, except we're going to have to contend with a trio of Podoboos, giving us all kinds of grief. You get out of here, Dry Bones. Okay, you can duck the magic, fortunately, but yeah, enough magic and fun. Aw, crap, really? Well, it's not like this is going to be terrible, because this is just basically an Iggy fight, so it'll be over in, like, 2 seconds. Did anyone count? That was probably a little more than 2 seconds. That was probably, like, 4 seconds. But in any event, it just takes mere seconds to do that fight. And we are done with all of the castles in the game. And we're pretty much done with the main game anyway. How are you going to get rid of this castle, Mario? Ooh. Show those punt and chucks a thing or two. Man. He was a plumber. He was a carpenter. Also apparently a dolphin whisperer at some point. Dinosaur wrangler. And now Mario can add kick-ass special teams player, first string, to his list of talents. Peace out, man. Mario's giving us the V for victory sign. But I'm going to take it as peace out, man, because that's all we're going to do today. We are going to take down Crush. Boom goes the last of the castles. And from here, we are going to move on back to Donut Plains. And we're going to take our sweet time, head into the Star Road. Before we go and we defeat Bowser, we're just going to go ahead and make our way all the way back to Donut Plains. Back to that very first Star Road place we found. Because you find them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the farther along you are, the farther along the Star Road it's going to dump you. And we want to be dumped at the first level because, you know, we do things in some kind of order around here. So we're just going to go back, all the way to the beginning. Way back, gone. And we are going to go there, and that's going to take us to the Star Road, where we are going to start off tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do all the Star Road levels, and then from there it's a quick jaunt to the Special World. I am hiccuping all over the place. I must be hungry. I'm hungry for Star Road. That's what I'm hungry for. I am not a hype man. I never have been, and I never will be. But you still love me, right?